Hey, how's it going, Shannon? Just gonna give it a couple minutes here, see if anyone else kind of trickles into the class, so we can go and get started. All right, looks like it's probably just gonna be you and me, Shannon. So is there any way that you want to kind of get started today with all of your marketing there?
No, I was just, Lisa told me to jump on.
Oh, okay, cool. Then I will run it through the basics and hope other people jump into the class.
Okay, perfect.
So over here, we're basically starting in the campaign dashboard in Command. It's gonna be kind of your home base for all of your email and social media marketing. Anything that you want to do as far as like paid ads, email blasts, anything like that, that's all going to be run straight out of here. Over on the right, you can see all the accounts that I have connected here. I have my Facebook connected. I have my email connected there. And then same side on the social posts, I have my Facebook attached there as well. So first off, one of the big differences between the two kinds of ads that you can run are basically, this is going to be a paid social ad. So this will be a sponsored post that'll pop up on random people's timelines in Facebook, versus a regular social post will be a free ad that you're putting on your post, just like you would through a regular post on Facebook. It'll only show people who are following your page, and it's a great way to get free publicity out there. So to kind of start off with, we're going to go ahead and check and make sure you have everything connected. So if you hit this Manage Settings button, it should give you an option for seeing everything that you have connected here. So I've got this Facebook connected, Facebook post scheduling connected, Twitter, it's a great option if you want to include that as well. Google AdWords and MailChimp are also available here if you want to do some more paid ads there. And then if you want to make sure that your command email is set up, that's going to be our free email blast service that we provide for our agents. That's going to be over here in settings. You essentially have two options for doing your email marketing with KW here. You can either pay and use MailChimp, which gives you a little bit more customizability as far as like building what your ads look like and what your emails will look like, or you can use command email, which is what we provide for agents for free. You get 5,000 free emails a month. And then if you start going over on your plan there, you can kind of purchase optional additional emails. So you get a few thousand extra emails added to your plan. So here you should just hit connect, and then you'll be able to put in what email you want the responses to go to and what you want the subject line and name to be. Other than that, it should be super easy to go there. So now now that we have our campaigns connected for email, we're gonna jump back over. So we're gonna start off by kind of building an email here today, and then we kind of wrap it up by doing another Facebook ad, because those are really kind of the two most popular options that I run across with agents coming to me here. If you're the kind of person that really doesn't know what they want to post, either on social media or anything like that, they have an awesome feature here called Quick Posts. So basically, it'll automatically make a whole post, throw it together for you. It'll just ask you to put in your information, and then it'll post it straight to your page. You can hit shuffle here, so it'll give you a few different options if you want to kind of rotate through. But if I wanted to create a neighborhood video, for example, it just asked me to put in a neighborhood. So if I want to put in Hale Plantation, go ahead and search that there. It'll pop up here in Gainesville. I want that one. Hit next. And then it'll pull in all this information automatically. This is something that you can adjust if you think that it's a little bit wonky looking, but for the most part, this is pulled directly from KWLS, so it should be more or less accurate. It's a great way to kind of customize it depending on if you feel that this is a little bit different in your market though. Other features that are available in the neighborhood, and it'll also throw in your information as well. If you have your marketing profile filled out in Command, this should all auto-populate there. All my information's in, and then my logo is also in there. It shouldn't actually end up looking that stretched and messed up, but it should automatically be
It does
readjusted.
that all the time. It's so weird.
It'll put together the video for you, kind of throw it all together, and then it'll make a cool little about 60-second video kind of going through all the different points in the neighborhood. So if you want to see something like this, music background, animation, it really just puts all of your stats into what this will look like here. Homes on the market, on the range. These are really great kind of options, a little friendly looking promotion for your business that kind of puts it all together for you without having to worry about videography and animation and all that. So there's also additional things like market snapshots that you can quick post. It's really great kind of content that you can put together and put on your page. It'll have the text for you, it'll have the pictures, and all you can do is kind of tweak the template and put in your app code right there, and it'll be good to go and good to post. You can actually go ahead and hit create another if you want to kind of start knocking them out. And you can schedule out a whole week's worth of posts in about 20 minutes. So it's a really great resource, can help you save on time there. But if you want to make a campaign from scratch, you can go up to here and hit new campaign. We're going to start off by doing an email campaign over here. I'm going to go ahead and advertise a listing. Pick a random listing off the listing board, kind of have an example to go in. It's going to be going through Command Email, Setup. So it'll have the campaign name there. It'll say what email do you want it to come from, and then what recipient list is it going to be going to. So here you can go ahead and hit Create List if you don't already have one, and you can go through and select whichever contact you'd like to be put on that list. One of my favorite features about this part here is that you can actually sort by tags. So you can go ahead and put all the people who are referral partners or together, and then that is who you can blast that email to. So you would just hit referral partner, and then I'll show everyone with that tag. I don't currently have anyone with that tag, but all you would have to do there is hit select all, and all your referral partners will be put together there. You'll be able to hit confirm. And that's how you'd really put together that mailing list, selecting through all your contacts and tags. I'm going to go ahead and select the one that I've already got here, a little test that I made, confirming your sent from email and your reply email. And then here you get to decide what you want to go in the subject line. So I'm going to go put check out, insert listing name. And then I'm going to go ahead and select a design content. So there are some templates that you can choose from here, or you can go ahead and design a more in-depth marketing piece in designs. And that's something I'll be able to kind of cover in a later class, or you can reach out to me if you want to learn how to use the design suite to kind of build the templates, kind of strategically put those together. But for now, we're going to get to use some of the great ones that KWRI puts out for us. Super easy to kind of scroll through here. They should preview up, but it looks like it doesn't want to load right now, but eventually it will be doing that. So if I'm going to put a modern one, I'm going to go click this one. And then here, all you're basically going to be doing is clicking through and putting your information on top of the information that's available here. So if I wanted to go through and change this, that's not what the address is. I'm going to double click, hit the edit little pencil icon. And then now I'll be able to edit the text. And now I'll be able to edit the text or not, but that's okay. I'm just going to delete this one and then throw in another text box. I can go ahead and put right here. And then here, I'm going to go ahead and edit and put in my text. Looks like we're rolling through a little bit of a technical difficulty here. Pencil doesn't really want to work, but that's okay. We're really going to be kind of putting this together here. Let me see if I have any options for fixing this. Okay, cool. So yeah, now that I have it double clicked here, it'll give me the option to go in and put in my text. So it'll start looking like that. I want it to be nice and big. So I'm gonna go ahead and do like 28 pixels. And then it'll auto-populate your name in there. So we should be done. So now I'll kind of put that in there for you. And then just like that, you'll be able to go through and decide the content that you would like. Ooh. It looks like I got booted out. That's all right though, because they really are kind of working through a lot of different things that they are doing in Command from time to time. They're always pushing in developments and updates. So they always like to say Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither was Google. So technology is always kind of a work in progress. So don't be totally turned off if you run into 1 or 2 glitches here. Chances are that whole glitch will be fixed within a week. But really all you would have to do is kind of sign back in and kind of jump back into that campaign. Hopefully it'll be saved as a draft. Okay, no, that's not it. So it looks like I would be starting over, but essentially what you'd be doing for those emails would be exactly what I was kind of doing there, dragging and dropping your pictures in and changing your text for the filler text on the template. I can show you with a social media ad. It'll be pretty much the exact same process. We can kind of keep the class rolling along. So if I'm going to go over here to a paid social ad, I'm going to advertise that same listing. And this time I'm going to be running it on Facebook. You also have the option to link it to Instagram and Twitter. So if I want to go through and search through for my property, I'm going to go look for all listings and then search for that. It'll be popped up here, so it should be able to pull up all of your information from the MLS as well as all of the pictures and stuff like that. So it'll kind of save you some double work there. It'll load up for you, put it all together. Processing. All right. So here we've got our listing, we've got the text that will be pulled in together from the MLS description. So I'm going to go ahead and leave that be because I really like the way it looks. Headline. Don't miss. Obviously, you can get a little more detailed depending on how much marketing you want to go into here. So it would be like, don't miss this hot property, stuff like that. I'm really kind of keeping it super basic here. So you could be coming home to this. Oh, that's a nice one. I want to go ahead and use that suggestion. Kind of like Gmail, you have autofill suggestions you kind of pop in there. So I can just select to use. And then I'm getting a little fun with it. So I'm going to go ahead and throw a little bit of an emoji in there. Just clicking on the bottom right corner there. Throw in some heart eyes. Really loving the house. Kind of scrolling on through. I'm going to save that. And then add media. So that's the next step here. So I'm going to select which pictures I'd like. It'll pop up with all the pictures from the MLS, which appear to be having additional technical difficulties, but that's all right. You can also upload those pictures directly yourself from your computer. So you just hit drag and drop. You'll be able to put in anything that you've got saved. And then that would be a great way you kind of drag and drop into there. Or you can also use anything that you've created in Designs. So you can use any of these great templates that they have here. This is all stuff that I've kind of done in the past. It'll give you the option to create a new template as well. So that's a great choice. But I'm just going to go ahead and throw in this one that I've worked with before. Just have an example in there. There you go. So it should be in there. So I'm going to go ahead and preview and crop. Since I used a Facebook template for this, it should automatically be sized properly, but I do have options for changing it depending on what looks best. Square, it's going to be great for Instagram. Full portrait, great for stories. Yep, all their options. So you really kind of want to just click through and see what looks best. But for now, I'm just going to go ahead and leave it the way it was because it looks great. Hit save. And then boom, now I have this great ad put together for my Facebook. So media and text are all set. If I keep on going down, then we go into the Facebook ad options. So this is where you're going to get to the nitty gritty here. My account, and I'm going to go ahead and select my page. I'm going to keep on going. I really suggest using a Facebook lead gen form. So it's going to be kind of built in automatically. It'll ask you to accept the terms of service of Facebook. You can go through, click agree. I accept to Facebook's ad terms. And I'm going to be able to jump back into my campaign. So by using this Facebook lead gen form, it'll give me the option to automatically pull everyone's information from their Facebook. So when they click on this ad as they're scrolling through the timeline, it'll be like, would you like to use Facebook to sign in? And it'll capture their name, email, phone number, all of their information. So it really kind of saves that person from going through and typing in all of the individual information, or as is often the case with online leads, to stop them from kind of just putting in a random email address that doesn't really lead anywhere, doesn't help you as a marketer, but it does let them just kind of click through the pictures, and that's really all they're kind of after at the end of the day. So it's a great way to kind of get reliable information coming. You can change what you want this call to action label to be. So learn more, so you'd be adjusting that there. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit sign up or apply now. Those will go ahead and be changed over here as you kind of go through. If you want to put in a destination URL, so if they click on the ad, a great way to do that is to go to the property address on your website and then throw in the URL there. So that way, anytime they click on the ad, it'll automatically jump to your website. They'll be linked together. It's a great way to kind of co-market and put together your two big assets there, your Facebook page and your website. If you want to do ad targeting, it's going to be set automatically for you, but you can go ahead and use custom settings to kind of get into it yourself. So if you want to do retargeting or target your database, so this is really to kind of work with people who are in your sphere already know you, already more likely to be able to do business with you. This is a really high level way to do marketing because it really kind of reinforces versus randomly throwing out a realtor that I've never heard of to a random person. So we'll kind of give you more information here about how to channel based on tags, neighborhoods, or anything like that. So let's say you had a new listing in Hale Plantation and you wanted to put it out there for all of your people in your database that already live in Hale Plantation or have expressed interest in moving there. You'd be able to select that neighborhood and you'd be able to jump straight in and target them that way. If you're looking to kind of target a little more broadly, if you don't have that big of a database yet, that's okay. You can go ahead and hit where you want to send, Alachua County, how big of a radius you want it to go in and out. So let's say I want it to be within everyone of 30 miles of Alachua County. In addition to that, you can also add interests that they would be kind of targeted based on. So let's say I only want to target people who are interested in real estate. Got to keep it from going to just random people popping up. So I want to go to people who are interested in investing, people who are wanting to do other things like that, real estate economics. Let's say they're looking in the market. It's a great way. And then as you kind of go through all of these, it'll show you how big the audience is. And this is a really great way to kind of target what you're doing and kind of see how specific you're going to be making these ads. So if I want to go targeting these groups, hit save. And it'll say I'm targeting about 114 million people, but then that will be further refined based off of the target radius of 30 miles of Alachua County. So that'll really kind of help you out there. You can go and hit save. And then it looks like I missed the destination URL. We should have one there for now. And then down at the bottom, it'll just be asking you to go through and select how long you want the ad to run and how much you want to spend per day. You really kind of want to have a good length in there, so they recommended 10 days. But I'd like to say, if you're doing an open house, feel free to run a 3 or 4 day ad, but for the most part, you really kind of want to have a longer campaign to get that repeat exposure. So you have more people kind of noticing you. Because a lot of the business doesn't happen on the first time they see the pop-up ad. It happens on the 5th, the 6th, the 7th. It'll be like, hey, I need a real estate agent. I have seen this face 20 times in the past week. I guess I'm going to go ahead and use them. Because the vast majority of people go with the first agent that they work with. So that's really a great option to be front of mind for them. Got 30 bucks. Want to go up to about $40 there. Gonna go and hit save. And then from there, all you have to go through and hit is publish campaign, and you'll be good to go. If you want to have a preview of what it'll look like on things other than just this little square here, you can go ahead and hit see what it'll look on mobile, just because you know a lot of people are scrolling through Facebook on their phone. So you can kind of keep an eye on what that looks like there. Swap back and forth. And then if you're not quite done with it, you want to kind of come back to it later, find some more pictures, you can go ahead and hit save as a draft. So that is essentially going to be your social media and email marketing. Do you have any kind of questions from anyone out there?
Can I
Alrighty,
just add something, Ryan?
sure.
So campaigns and email, it does cut out. They make sure that they save a draft every like 2 seconds right now. And can you show the HTML sections that autofill in? Because I know the first time I used it, I was trying to edit those and it messed. Like I didn't realize they were autofill. So I think someone new to emails is not going to know that like the images are going to show up, or at the bottom, the agent name is going to auto populate. Like I thought I had to type all that in.
Okay, which section are you
If
talking
you go
about?
into create campaign and you go into an email, I just know for someone who's never done it before, it might be worth showing.
Definitely.
Doesn't matter. And then if you, the template, when you're designing the template, so this part that says market center name, and then all the way at the bottom. So when I first did it, I thought I had to fill that stuff in, but it's all HTML coding. So yeah, this down here where it says, well, yours is filled in agent legal, and there was like another section that had like agent name, agent phone number, agent email, all of that. Yeah, that all autofills. So I think it's important to kind of tell people that that's going to autofill.
Definitely, yeah. Thanks for pointing that out. I totally kind of breezed through that, but anything in those brackets there is going to be automatically pulled from that marketing profile, like Shannon just mentioned. Thank you. So that's really helpful, so you don't have to kind of go through all of these little things. What you're really kind of going through is putting in these pictures and the bulk here, and then the population will automatically kind of happen for you here. So all of your marketing profile details will be in there. And then if you have your app code linked to your marketing profile, that'll automatically be put in there too. Agent legal. So the only legal aspect that we really need from our brokerage in particular in Florida here is each office independently owned and operated. I get that question a lot. It's really great to kind of cover your bases by throwing that on there. And I'm going to go ahead and hit save on that one. So yeah, thanks so much for pointing that out, Shannon. It's really great feedback kind of be putting out there for a lot of people who are kind of newer here. And then that pretty much is all I've got for the email side as well. Anything else from the crowd out there? Alrighty, well, thank you guys for coming out to class today, and I hope you have a good one. Feel free to email me if you have any kind of questions about following up with this. Have a great day.